Ooh, hello, hello, hello. I guess I'm live. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturn's Day. Happy Saturday. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Anyway, it's in slow motion. Oh, look, I'm in slow motion. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I was getting ready to go on my go live, go do a video because I didn't think that it was gonna do anything. Okay, we're gonna get into it because I don't know how long this is gonna work out. Whew, I don't know how long this thing because I'm having some. It's not my devices. It's this. I'm out here in the boonies. It's this connection. Okay, so what I've been wanting to get up here. I've been busy. Been having to close some doors and open some new ones. Shout out to my Haitian brothers and sisters. No matter I go all over the world. No matter where I go in the world, the Haitians know I'm family. I had me some Haitian food. I had some other kind of food too when I travel when I travel very recently and stuff. But I really enjoy my Haitian dishes and stuff. Trying to think what other I had Haitian and some seafood, but I really enjoy the Haitian turkey that I had recently. Um yeah, like I said, I think I was a Haitian in a past life because no matter where I go, I could go to the. I hadn't actually been, but I plan to go to Haiti. But I've been to some other islands. But no matter where I go on the earth, when I meet Haitians, it's like they already know I'm like family. So shout out to my Haitians. Shout out to Cinco de Mayo. What I want to get into, I didn't put that in my title, but I want to talk a little bit about the real meaning of Cinco de Mayo. Grateful Grateful and gratitude to the elements, to fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. Grateful to the great mother, to the righteous father, to the son, to the daughter, to the archangels, Ashe, to Archangel Machiel, Ashe, Archangel Metronet, Metrodon, Ashe, the 16 prophets, Ashe, the Orishas, Ashe, the gods and the goddesses and the spirit guides, to nature, Ashe, the universe, the supreme source, the supreme all, Ashe, the galactic confederation, the planets, the galaxies, the universe, which is all mental, Ashe. Um, so what I want to talk about a little bit is the second president of Mexico, and how it connects to our indigenous African Black people, whatever you want to call yourself, and how Vicente Guerrero from 1783 to 1831 was the second. He's an African Mexican. He was an I actually Mexico and African heritage are entwined, or indigenous and Indian heritage is very much entwined. I don't understand, like, when I see, like, in some communities, like where I'm from here, I see maybe because of the brainwashing or whatever, like with Trujillo, the way he did the brainwashing of the Dominican Republic. I don't understand the racism that exists, but I know when you come to America, you have to buy into being considered white. It's really don't exist, but it exists in this country. That's why we going through Pluto return now, and a lot of the power structures are being dismantled because it wasn't built off of anything real. It was built off of the illusion of skin color. That's very superficial. Anything superficial now is gonna crumble. Anything materialistic, superficial, that's not deep, that's not in that Plutorian Scorpion, like deep spirit. Everything is spiritual. It's always been, but we was in the Pisces energy. I'm getting right into it, but I'm gonna go right back to Cinco de Mayo and what the real celebration of it is. But anything that was illusion was okay, sort of during the Pisces era, where we was all caught up into religion and illusions and all this and that. But now we're in the Aquarius age, where all those the abuse of power, all those power structures that was actually and the illusion and the holographic matrix are being destroyed. Everything has to balance out, and it's not one against the other. We have to learn how to balance out the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine energy. There's no win without each other. Like, we all have these energies within us, and we all have to face our childhood traumas and learn to control our demons. Which, when we say demons, I'm not thinking from a Christian standpoint of, oh, the demon, something evil. We all have them. If you really look into the goetics and things, it's about the pineal gland and different stuff. But I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm gonna let y'all go to Travis Magus for y'all need to go to Travis Magus for that. Yeah, that's my guy for that. And shout out to the feminine energy, the masculine energy too. Um, my I'm a member with Erica. What is it? The Classic Climb. She just got a commercial, and advancing and everything. I'm happy when I see people doing big things because I know they can do it. I can do it too, and I try to learn and I try to encourage other people. She's from East Carolina, but she travels back and forth. But she's out in Texas. I think she's not in Houston, but she's out in what is it? Austin. But she's doing big things, six-figure earner. It's not all about that, but you gotta have money in this. The system is still, consists of having money. So you have to balance it out. You can't just be one way, like just I know when I was going through my healing process and stuff, I had to be within nature all the time and meditating and sun gazing and moon gazing. But it's time when you got to balance out. It's time to pop smoke and be able to balance out all the energies, the masculine and the feminine energies and stuff like that. You got to be wise in all things. You got to be working in unison and balance and harmonizing different levels and different things or whatever, and being able, like I said, to balance it out. But I'm getting back to Vincento Guerrero, which was the second. He was an African Mexican president. The second president. He fought. Okay, he was born in a small village in Tixla in the state of Guerrero. His parents was Pedro Guerrero, an African Mexican, and Guadalupe Saladana, an Indian. Vincente was a humble origin. That was his mother. In his youth, he worked as a mule driver on his father's mule run. We talking about, I'm just gonna go with this a little bit. Vincente Guerrero. We talking about how the Cinco de Mayo connects to the African and indigenous heritage and stuff like that. These people, his parents were indigenous or whatever, and it was Mexican. So I don't understand the racism that exists between in some of these little small towns, like the area where I'm from. How these Spanish people, some of the Mexican people try to act like they not kin to us, and they act like the white folk don't know who is white and who black. Get out of here! Like, come on, dude. Come on. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say because I'll say, off of I ain't trying to offend nobody, but you a negro too. You know what I'm saying? Stop acting like that. They cool in other places. Like I got Mexican friends all over, in certain cities where they more educated, they know the deal. But but in some of these little towns where they act like they just getting off the banana boat, they don't make no sense how they try to act like they better than indigenous African or black people. I ain't even got time for it, that ignorant mess. I'm just keeping it real today. I'm just keeping it real. I get tired of that. Like, I know the history of Mexico. A lot of people might not know the history, but I know the history of Haiti and all that too, because I study these things. And I even talk with my Haiti brother and his sisters to really find out. This is even Cinco de Mayo is even connected with even Haiti, even is connected with New Orleans. How you think they got New Orleans? Because of the wars they fought during Cinco de Mayo and how the French had to sell part of Louisiana to the America. They bought so many acres of Louisiana, and that's a French quarter. And how that connects with Haiti and the war that Napoleon Bonaparte lost with the Haitians and stuff. It's all connected. Yeah, it's all connected. So we talking about Vicente Guerrero just a little bit. And you can go over to Michael Imhotep. He talks about this a lot too. So I give shouts out to people. I don't try to act like that I know everything and I got all the knowledge myself. I get knowledge and I research it. I don't just listen to what people say. I go within the spirit too, and test it out and it's all spiritual science or whatever. But what's that? How many alarms? Anyway, I be busy. I be up anyway. I be out by work done and out handling my stuff I need to handle and taking care of things. Making it happen, putting things together. Why do I gotta select the language? I got so many wait. Oh, it's enough phone. Why are the alarms all set for this time? I don't understand. Okay. So anyway, to make a long story short, I don't know why this thing trying to freeze up, but they might not want me. Anyway, Vincent Guerrero, look him up. He was the second. He fought against slavery. It not only affected Mexico, and he was an African or indigenous Mexican and make matter of fact, a big percentage of Mexico was founded by what you call it Negroes, by indigenous Black African people. So I don't understand the racism that exists between the Mexicans and the Black people, or indigenous people, African people, because that we all some freaking kin. I'm just keeping it real. I don't get it because I know the history. I know up in the city when I lived in the city and I stayed near Spanish people. They were from Mexico and they was calling each other Negro. They look dark. They were darker than me. I mean, I done been all over the world, but I'm saying that's right up the road, like in the capital, up the road, like an hour and some change away. Anyway, so I just wanted to touch on that and how he fought. He fought. They fought Napoleon's great grandson and in the Spanish War. They fought him and they beat Napoleon. The Haitians beat Napoleon Bonaparte, but real bad. That's why they still paying for that now. That's why they got all that weatherization stuff going on with them hurricanes, and then that's why they do New Orleans like they do with Katrina, and that's why that Category 5 earthquake hit Haiti because they still did. You go if when you beat them like that, you gonna pay. That's why they don't even talk about the Seminole Wars in our history books because they don't even want you to think that we beat them. We Matter of fact, besides losing the Vietnam War, the U.S. military lost against the Seminole Indians, but they don't tell us about it in school because they don't want us to have any hope of winning any wars when we already won. It's just an illusion. It's just a holographic thing of thinking that you're in slavery and you can't win. And they always they wrote these books to make it look like they always winning, and it's not true. Anyway, um, what I want to talk about. Wanted to talk about it. You ain't want to, baby. You just gotta be real quiet. I don't care if you ain't here. You hear me? So I'll close the door. Close the door because I'm gonna be done in a minute. And then we can do something. We can spend some time, okay? I'm gonna come out and we can do something. I'm gonna make some breakfast. No, I'm on, but I'm gonna make some breakfast and stuff. Make you some for your favorite, whatever. Come on live. I love you. I'm on live. Let me finish. Whatever you want, you can have. Okay, well, close the door. Okay. All right. All right. Close the door. All right. I love you. Yeah, that was my baby. She's like, "Are you off?" So I'm getting ready to do like a big Mother's Day and like family breakfast and stuff like that. But okay. Anyway, I she is a little lady. Yeah. So yeah, I don't understand that because Cinco de Mayo is really connected to the Haitian and also Louisiana, how they got the land, the French Quarter sold it to the Americans and stuff. How they, Spanish he was fighting slavery. This guy, Guerrero, the second black Mexican president of Mexico, he was fighting slavery. They wanted him to just give certain people rights. He said, no, it's got to be the indigenous, the Indians, it's got to be the Negroes, the blacks, all that. He was like, no, everybody need to be able to do. They was the first to abolish slavery out there they was in Mexico. Yes. Yes. I'm trying to get back to it. It wanna freeze, yeah. But they was the first to abolish slavery out there. They was living free. Like a lot of the people that were running from the slavery or whatever they were, the Indian or the indigenous African people, they would go to Mexico and be okay. Because they got a bunch of people over there that left from here and went over there and they didn't have to be, going through that mess or whatever, like were doing to these people all over. We try to make it seem like it was the South, but it was a lot of mess stuff going on. Oh, it was they jumped us all over. Anybody with brown skin, that's why they divide us, make us think, you Spanish and you black and you this and you African American. We all, we in this together. When they jump one of us, they jumped us all over, y'all. It won't just here in the Americas. It won't just over there in Africa. They jumped us all at the same time. What, the 1600s, the 14, 15, 16, 17, 1800s. They got it. I mean, we in this. We're together. We stand divided. We fall. Now I want to get into Rihanna. Now, I had been wanting to talk about this because they was talking about, um, I heard a radio personality say that she should leave her man because he was supposed to go out and meet some woman in Ukraine, some little exercise fitness woman that maybe was had on some skimpy and maybe she was looking good to him or whatever. Rihanna, keep your man because if you get rid of him, you're gonna have to go through this. You're gonna have to go through this with somebody else. So it don't even matter. It don't. I mean, I'm just being real. If you trade him in and y'all having a child together, then you got to start all over with another one. It ain't got nothing to do with how beautiful Rihanna. You are beautiful. You got money. You like almost a billionaire. You ain't what they say. My boy, may he rest in peace. You ain't hit the wall yet. But I'm saying, you don't put yourself through that to make these people happy or to try to impress these people. If you want to stay with that man, stay with that man. Cause they all gonna be trying to do. It don't matter how much money you got, how beautiful you are, how good you are in bed, how you could cook, all that. If a man or a woman gonna do something, they gonna do it. I mean, you ain't gotta, if you want to leave somebody and they treat you right, that's one thing. But I'm not leaving nobody. I don't want to leave just because I got a paparazzi. They can go to hell. If I don't want to go and I decide to stay with somebody that want to do something on me and y'all think they so embarrassed, if I want to stay, that's my damn business. I'm gonna stay. If I see I need to leave and it's good for me to leave, and I'm getting out of there. I'm gone, but I ain't gonna do it just so I can get more likes on Instagram or YouTube. Go to hell. I'm just being real. But another thing is, oh wow, wait, I gotta wait. Okay, so another thing is, I want to say that a lot of people got a lot to say about the passing of Kevin Samuels. May he rest in peace. I don't know what happened, whatever, but I seen a lot of crazy stuff about. Oh well, if you fornicate, then that's what the man won't. I didn't think he was married. Number one, and I thought the last time I checked that sexual activity was a natural part of life. And it's a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black men, they be so stressed out until by the time they get famous, they don't went through so much. And women too. We as a people, we go through so much until by the time a lot of times a lot of us get to the point where we got money and we got status and we got fame and fortune and all that. We don't been through so much hell until it's done took a wear and tear on his body. It's done took a wear and tear on. I'm telling you, the body can only go through but so much. And when you don't deal with that, I was just telling a family member last year. I was like, you need to let this stuff go that you feel about these women. I said you need to let it go because a lot of times all of that pain and resentment and stuff, it can make you sick. It can even kill you. And I was like, the spirit was leading me to tell him that. I said the energy that we get ready to go into in 2022, the rise of the divine feminine and stuff like that, to tell him that. I said the energy that we get ready to go into in 2022, the rise of the divine feminine and stuff like that, to have compassion and forgiveness. Because if I sit here and I got bad intentions about you and I want something to happen to you, don't you know that's gonna come back to me? Like right now, it's no reason for nobody to be rejoicing over somebody being dead unless they rejoicing in the right way where that person done did all they had to do in this life and it's a homegoing type rejoicing. But just rejoicing like, oh, that person gone and I ain't got to hear them tell me I need to be a size 4 or I need to be more submissive. If you really need to call somebody to get validation from them, there's something wrong with you anyway. Because I ain't never needed to call into no show to find out if I'm good enough for no high value man. If I want a high value man, I'm gonna go out and get him. I don't care what size I am. If after a while, if I want some, I'm gonna get it anyway. I can be a size 4 or a size 44. I'm gonna get what I want. So I don't need nobody to. There's something wrong when you got to call into a show and get validated. Number one, Because if I want like me, I don't have no regrets. If I want something or somebody, I'm going to get them. I don't care who it is. They can be a A-lister, Hollywood person that they human. They go to the bathroom just like I do. We all do the same. We gotta all lay down and get up out of here one day. So I don't really look at it like, well, should I talk to this person on the internet to see if I'm a high value woman so I could get a certain kind of man? I'm gonna go talk to the man and be like, "Do you want me? And can we hook up? And do you? Is it something that we can put together? And maybe on some business level too. I'm going to see him. I'm not going through no third party. I'm going straight to the source. I want to hear from your mouth. You tell me I'm too fat, I'm too light, I'm too dark, I'm too ugly, I'm crazy. I want to hear from the source. So I don't know about that kind of stuff. And and also it's just sad that that he was really having to put himself in a space like that, because when he was talking about the men, y'all didn't like him then. When he was telling the men what they needed to do, he didn't become popular till he started getting on these women. And when he went viral with that girl from Greenville, where he told her she's at least she's a five at least, that's when y'all, whoa, that's sad, because y'all should have been going for that man when he was telling the men stuff, but y'all didn't even really put him on till he really started talking about them women, and then he probably got all into it like, oh, they eating this up. Let me keep on, you know what I'm saying? Let me put the icing on the cake. So we create, but so we as a collective, we create this stuff, and then we want to be like, oh, I don't want nobody telling me, how I'm supposed to look, how I'm supposed to carry myself, how I'm supposed to wear my hair, how I'm supposed to act with a man. But we create this reality that we live in. We create these people. It's balances to this. It's levels to this stuff. So it's no reason for that. I don't think that's right. I don't agree with everything that he had to say, but some of the stuff he said, it made sense because we got some toxic women going on out here. We really do. I mean, I don't think it's superficial where you got to look at. I don't think we should be looking at somebody's age. I don't think we should be looking at their dress size. I don't think we should be looking at the fact of, how many kids they have. But, you've got some women that they really don't know how to really treat a man or really carry themselves. Their mothers didn't raise them right, and they really think they deserve to get the man that just catered to them, and they don't even know the basics of how to really, talk to a man, or how to interact, or cook, or properly clean, or take care of the house or the kid. I mean, it's levels to this stuff. And a man that really got his stuff together, he ain't gonna just deal with any kind of woman. He wanted the woman probably to have everything going to 360. You know what I'm saying? If she overweight, she gonna be working like a computer. She gonna have some other attributes that he really can use to help further himself and raise himself in society. And you always gotta look at a reputation and a name and how you carry yourself. Don't nobody want to be with nobody that just got a terrible name or reputation. I mean, we shouldn't be like that in this society, but we've been brainwashed to look at people past because the patriarch has not been completely destroyed. The patriarch is not going to be completely destroyed either. We have to learn how to work with the patriarch and the matriarch. You know, Once they took the female god down and put the male god up, it's been a lot of problems. But at the same time, it's got to balance out. It's not me better than the man, and it's not the man better than me. We both all have masculine and feminine energies in us. We have to learn to balance out and to love each other and forgive each other and to heal each other. I'm hurting you, you hurt me. We got to heal each other or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got to, because I was in a situation where I could have been a very famous person for dragging black men into society, dragging my ex-husband, and they put me on TV. They wanted me to go over to the United Kingdom. I would have been sitting here probably real sick now, or I almost got out of here in 2015. Um, Now I ain't gonna say that was a reason because of the book. It was because of the anger and bitterness that I had on the inside of me. I had a lot of childhood trauma that I hadn't dealt with, and I took that into the adulthood and into life in general. And it just, hey, it was a system overload. My system just got it. The stress can kill you when you always thinking negative and you thinking bad and you always hurt. And the black community is a matriarch. Oh, I don't know about kind of what matriarch you talking about, because the matriarch I'm talking about ain't nothing like the matriarch that you thinking about. No, the black community at this point, um, I don't know. Yeah, well, we do have a lot of women leaders, but what kind of leadership do we have? If it's the kind of leadership where you can't tell nobody the truth and you can't be honest, and you always like, okay, let's say Mother's Day is coming up tomorrow. I really believe that I don't think it's how can I say this? Because I don't really care if they get mad with me because I know how to protect myself. I know I've been speaking truth like since I was a kid. I've been like honestly speaking truth. I know it's about how you say it and your intentions, and I try to have compassion and love, but I'm just tired of the bullshit. Like I'm just really tired of having to Me, I'm a realist. Like I want you to tell me straight up. Like I was somewhere recently, and this guy told me, my friend from another, it wasn't no boyfriend or nothing like that. He was like, "Oh, you're very beautiful. You're a very beautiful woman. You're a very spiritual woman. You're gorgeous, and I love you, and you just have a good energy." But you know what he told me, and I laughed. And he might have been telling the truth. He said, and I was all made up, had on my eyelashes and all this, and dude up. He said, but that's it's just too much makeup. You know what? I said, you know what? You may be right. Cause the spirit told me anyway before I put all that makeup on. The spirit was like, you don't need to be doing all that because it's already hot day and you got to be in a small space. And you know you might got that waterproof stuff on, but you might be sweating a little bit. And I know I had on them eyelashes, and I know I was gonna be I kind of knew I was gonna be warm. So when he told me that, I didn't get all, oh, you supposed to respect me. I am the high priestess. Oh, you don't say that. I laugh. I say, you know what, you might be right. See, you gotta be balanced. You gotta keep a humble spirit because if you don't, if you're not able to accept criticism, like I ain't talking about harsh criticism where somebody just making you feel degraded and feel bad and like you ain't nothing. But if you can't accept people telling you something wrong, then how can you grow? How can you be somebody leader if you're not their servant? Like in our communities, we have a lot of people that's think that because they got a title, then they supposed to be worshiping and praising and adored, and they ain't even doing the job. You gotta earn. Look, it's universal laws to this stuff. Yeah, it might be a matriarch, but what type of matriarch do we have? The matriarch we got now, it ain't doing nothing. It's not the right matriarch. We don't need no matriarch where it's all materialistic and you rate telling these girls the wrong thing. The leading them where you've been taught by your mother, what been taught by your mother might not be right. So what kind of matriarch do we have? Because if it's not the right matriarch, I'll tell you like this: every power structure now that's having abuse, that's in abuse of power, is being destroyed and brought down. That don't matter. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter what level they at. It don't matter what spiritual system they in, what religion they in. It could be anybody. Nobody's is safe or exempt. Any power structure now that is not right and balanced, I'm telling you, even the top, even if it's a matriarch, women, everything gonna be washed away, man. It's gonna be destroyed because the universe is looking at what kind of leaders are gonna be fair, what kind of leaders are going to be balanced, what kind of leaders are gonna have the right and pure intentions. It don't matter about they're looking at the universe looking at us as a collective, the right. It don't matter if I'm up here trying to do right, but they looking at all of us as a collective of people. And they want people that's gonna be balanced with the masculine and feminine. I'm telling you. And if we not rising up, because our bodies are going through shifts. You know, Neptune was just in Pisces. During that time frame, you can't be using drugs. Even if you use drugs, you drinking and stuff, you can't do the things you used to do because you might go on up out of here. You got to be looking at the planets, and you got to be in tune with everything with the how the universe is operating, because it affects our body, because as above so below. So what's going on up there is going on inside of us. So your heart might not be as strong. It might be going through a shift, and if you're doing certain things to your body, it might be things that you've been doing for years. But if you do them at certain time frames, you might can't even have intercourse in these some of these shifts, because your body is shifting and balancing out. So if you can't, like they say, you can't always do the same thing you've been doing. That's why you have to be in tune with your spirit and spiritual led. You might not necessarily be sick, or you might not be like something wrong with you, but if you're doing things and you not knowing like, okay, this is not what I need to do right now. Even though I used to do this and I've been doing it, I don't need to do it this week, or I don't need to do it right now this month, because I know my body is going through a shift. And I know if I do this, it's going to throw it off and it might not balance back out and it might take me out of here. Anything, you just got to be walking in, you got to be in tune with yourself and know yourself. And the matriarch, the black community being the matriarch, I don't know. I don't know how that's helping because a lot of the leaders, our leaders, the real leaders, the women, that the real deal Holyfield holders, they gone. Most of them gone, baby. Unless the spirit gonna raise them back up, through a spiritually raise them back up through somebody else. Them women gone. And the knowledge that we've been taught, a lot of us women, it ain't true. It's a bunch of illusion, a bunch of hogwash, a bunch of bullshit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us women are, and I'm putting myself in that category because I used to be one of these women that I was brainwashed with a lot of things, religion and thinking things certain, kind of ways and stuff like that. It took me some time to get out of them strongholds, and I can imagine what the other ones, I can imagine what kind of strongholds they got on them because you got older women that you think that's older and they supposed to know they like children. They telling them the wrong stuff. They telling them how to deal with these even like the children. It's crazy. Like I'm like, what am I in? Like I shouldn't be the dad. I'm young. I consider myself still to be young. I shouldn't be guiding no women that's older than I am. They supposed to be telling me something. Like my pastor and them did. They might didn't have the full knowledge because they was in religion, but they had pieces of it, and I'm not gonna knock that or throw that away. Because hadn't it not been for religion and some of those religions, I wouldn't have got to the point where I am today. So I give gratitude and appreciation, but that's not where it stops. It goes a lot higher than that. And a lot of times when you get out here and you're the problem is that people have an over sense of self. Therefore, when people are honest, they see, yeah, they really do see it as an attack. They really do. I mean, I used to be so sensitive. I'm not even going front. You couldn't tell me nothing wrong about me like when years ago, and it didn't seem that way. I put on a front like I was tough and then I had the world in my hands, but I was just real sensitive, and I meet people like that now. I meet people that's actually got millions of followers. They got thousands and hundreds of thousands. I'm talking about these people is very, very famous people. And I'll tell them, like, look, you don't need to be doing that. Like, you need to chill out. And they're not used to people telling them the truth because people are calling them because they want to be up on their wave and ride that fame wave. So they're not telling them the truth. So when they meet somebody like me that don't really care about, I care about if I really love you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, if you don't talk to me no more, that's on you. But I'm gonna tell you the real deal, like in a loving way. And I don't do it to be like, oh, I know more than you, and I'm trying to break you down. I do it because I see what's coming. I don't want you to crash into that wall. Like, I don't care if you in Hollywood or MTV or on the music anyway. I don't want to see even the person that's working at the regular factory. I kind of look at everybody the same, pretty much. I do. I mean, never been one to be, but you're right. People don't want to. People are feel attacked. You can't say nothing to them. You can't, man. I'm telling you, you ain't lying. Like I was in a situation where I needed to, like, I had to straighten out a lot of stuff on this particular assignment. And I'm the type of person where when I go in, I see what's wrong and I'm a problem solver. So I will try to do the best I can to get right to the nitty-gritty and solve it. Like I'm not gonna sit around and just talk about it and say, oh God, this is happening and what shall we do? When I see a problem, I see the way to solve it. That's how I visualize it. I see, well, okay, I need to do A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm ready to go ahead and put a plan into action to solve it. And that's how that's how I am. So it was a situation where the people don't realize a lot of times they didn't realize that they was doing the thing they were doing that was causing a lot of problems. When I got there, I had to actually take the burden of them not doing nothing for long periods of time and fix it within a matter of because everything just crashed. So I'm looking like, are y'all really serious? Like y'all wasn't doing y'all job. Y'all wasn't doing quality control. Y'all wasn't doing the upkeeps of the systems of the tools of the machines. They wasn't doing the upkeep of the machines and stuff. So it all came on me, and I gotta do this. And I'm like, this ain't even a part of my damn job. You know what I'm saying? This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. But if I go to them and tell them, which I did, y'all know I did. Y'all know me. Y'all know I told them. But I try to tell them in a more compassionate way. But I just got tired. I'm like, listen, this don't make no damn sense that y'all are grown people and y'all don't know y'all supposed to keep these machines up. Y'all know these machines got to be maintenance or whatever because these machines are very important in the fact of if these machines ain't working right, then the job ain't gonna go smooth. Nothing ain't gonna function. But see, You're right. We as a people, we can't tell us nothing. That's why when these politicians and stuff, I don't even want to get into all that because I don't believe in none of that. I used to, but I don't believe in none of that Democrat, Republican mess anyway. I believe we as a people should have had our own politicians or people to represent us a long time ago. Had we had maybe not went into we shouldn't even went into we should have had our own anyway, like with segregation and all that. It worked out because we had, we had our own power structures. We should have had our own people in office for us anyway. We should have been separated. But I ain't gonna get it. I'm not a politician. But yeah, people feel attacked. You can't tell them the truth. Because I done lost a lot of people by telling the truth to them. And they felt like I was attacking them. Then they come back. You know what they say? You was telling me the truth. And I should have listened. Because I don't speak out of guilt. I don't speak out of harm or bad intentions and stuff like that. I'm telling you, like, look, I see what's coming and you need to try to do something about it. I don't want you to crash and burn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, I told my family member about how they felt about women. I said, listen, I understand. I said, I totally understand how you feel because I see a lot of toxic women too. I said, hell, I probably was one of them toxic women at some point in my life. I said, but listen, let me tell you this. You cannot go around here hating and being bitter towards women because the great mother gonna look at it as like they're not gonna look at it as like well, I understand that Kashaya mad with her ex because he did her wrong and her kids, or I understand that Bobby is mad with his ex-wife and that's why he hate all women. No, you gotta go within yourself and figure out like why was I attracted to this person? Like, why did I have this parent or why did I meet this individual? What is it in me that attracted them? What is it that I need to heal and balance and fix out so that I can vibrate at a higher level where I won't come into contact with that type of karmic or spirit or whatever no more? Because if you with somebody in a relationship, you can sit there and say they bad, but they're a reflection of you. Y'all attract opposites attract or you attracting what you are, you know what I'm saying? You can have a mate that's out there in the streets doing drugs or whatever, or whatever, almost whatever. That's a part of you. If you with them, then y'all vibing off each other. I don't care how good you put on the front or how good you try to make it look. You with them, that's your mate. Y'all got something in common now. If it ain't nothing but a codependent relationship where you need to mask the fact that she's so bad with the fact that you such a goody goody, or she masking the fact that he's so bad and society look at me, I'm Miss Perfect. No, that's toxic too. That's all toxic because ain't nobody gonna walk together left unless they agree. You ain't gonna. You got a choice. You know what I'm saying? You are not. You are freer than you think. You do not have to stay with nobody. I don't care. I don't care what kind of you got a business together. Y'all got a prenuptial. You gonna walk away with nothing? I done did it. I done walked away from plenty of materialism and money because I know I was gonna lose my mind before I lose. But I'm telling you, you gotta know what's valuable. I see people right now that want me to take control of their money. I have people asking me, I don't this ain't and this been going on for a while. Can you take over my account? Can you be my I could have a group of people where I'm just over their money and they just like I'm just dishing out like you do this, you do that, you do that. I might develop a company like that soon, but I'm not gonna just be directly dealing. It's gonna be where I got my lawyers and stuff, and it's all financial. Whereas I can't, nobody can't come for me because I believe in doing stuff decent in order. But you lose your mind and you need somebody else to tell you where you can go down the street and when you can spend your money and when you can, get your check. No, I'll walk away from anything that's gonna play with my mind. I ain't gonna stay because see, people stay in situations where they should have been left a long time ago. And then when you lose your mind, do you know the universe is mental? The universe is mental. Once that mind go, it's a wrap. I done been in situations where I had so much stress on me until I felt like I was gonna lose it. And you know what I told myself? You know what I told them demons? And demons ain't all bad. They make us think that, but it's a part of you. 72 with Solomon, the 72 goetics and all that. I ain't gonna get into it. Like I told y'all, if you go back to my earlier stream, I'll tell y'all who to go to so y'all can learn about that. But I be like, I'm not gonna lose my mind. You can have this car, you can have this house, you can have this money, you can have all of it because I'm gonna walk away. You know what I'm gonna have? I always knew this, even before I got into spirituality. I said I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna get me some peace. If I gotta get me a can of pork and beans and sit somewhere in a corner, because I'm not gonna lose my mind. You can actually speak to You can speak to yourself like that. You really can. I know I done did it. I done had so much on my shoulders until I just know, like, yeah, I can't do it no more. Like it look good in the public or whatever. People think I'm not doing good, but I can't be with this person no more because this ain't. It's gonna mess with my mind. Like I'm gonna end up I'm gonna end up snapping. I'm not gonna do it. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna let nothing separate me from my higher self. I'm not gonna be around here in la la land and I mean I be observing. I work with people like that. I work with people that's I do psychology type work, and I have a lot of people saying, "Well, can you be my payee, my for this?" I'm looking like if you I can only pray for you. I can't do nothing for you. And you lose that mind, you can be walking around here and be the beautifulest person on earth. When that mind go, it take a lot to find it again. I mean, because we ain't a lot of us now we not even got to that level where we practice spiritual science. Like back in the day, they say Jesus was an alchemist. Like Jesus could heal the sick, raise the dead, he could turn water into wine. That's actually using the elements of the earth: fire, air, earth, water, and spirit. He was taught by the sages in Kush, or whatever. But we ain't we getting there. I'm a magician. We ain't we getting there, but we can't just tell like he could just tell the demons to. I guess when he said to flee, he meant to balance out and line up and get in line with the pineal gland or whatever. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's sad. It's really sad that people are happy about somebody dying. I ain't never seen a people like I ain't never seen a time like this. And you think that's not gonna come back? You really think that it's okay? That man, okay, whether he was saying what we wanted to hear or not, he's a part of the collective. What affects me affects you. I'm actually sad as hell. Like I wanted to, like, even though I didn't agree with him on everything, I actually want to see some more of his live streams. I wasn't a member, but I damn sure looked at it. I be examining myself. Like I wouldn't have never called in. I wouldn't have never called in and been like, look, do you think I'm a dime or do you think I'm a five? And do you think I'm old enough or have I hit the wall yet? Do you think I could get me a man or whatever that got a six-figure income? Do you think I can get me a man that got a few men? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna figure. Look, before I call, may he rest in peace. Before I call Kevin Sam, I'm gonna get out here and see what's going on and see can I get it popping for myself. I ain't never been a third party individual, so why in the heck you gonna be that man with that man? Because it's evidently, if you really hate that man that much, it's because he was saying something that was really, really getting on your weighing on your soul. Because you out here doing that wickedness. You out here thinking maybe that a man is supposed to serve me and I'm supposed to control men and they're supposed to just give me all their money and I don't have to do. You ain't gonna work no job unless you ain't gonna get paid for no job. You're not gonna get paid for your job unless you doing some work. What job gonna pay you when you ain't working? I don't know one. I don't know no job that don't pay you for not working. So if you out here messing with a man money and you think you're gonna get the big lumps of money, you're gonna have to perform. You're gonna have to perform not just as far as what in the bedroom, you're gonna have to look a certain way and act a certain. That's the patriarch. Why you gonna get mad? It's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no problems with it because I know everything got to balance out. I'm not mad with men. That's why I did not take the little bait and go around here promoting about how bad the black man is in the community, how bad my ex did me, and all this and that. Because I was not about to be out here. I might not even be here. I almost got out of here in 2015. So I listened to the spirit. You know what I did? Instead of sitting here keep being hurt and bitter and hateful, I went and sat somewhere in a corner in the woods and all that, and in the sun, and got myself right and healed. I'm a living testimony that you can balance out and heal. And I'm not there yet, but I may not be where I should be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. I'll be damned if I'm gonna get up here every time I talk about how bad some man is and how terrible they. We know they messed up. We know we messed up for the most part, but we all got to be a part of each other. We all got to come together and heal and love each other. Yeah, it's a mess in our community because a lot of this knowledge has been hidden. The people been taught the wrong thing. I mean, come on now. And then most of us been abused by the time we turn what six, probably. It's a mess in our community. So the people gonna be real oh, well, I ain't even gonna say demons in a bad way. Well, the way the Christians said, they're gonna be real mentally ill if they done been raised up like a dog or molested and all that. Their mind ain't gonna be right. Some of them don't even wake up till some of them don't even wake up till after they 30. They be walking around here like zombies. Cause I know I was doing good from what people thought, but I ain't know what was going on till I hit about 30. That's when I really woke up after my 30s. Honestly, I was just out here, I'm just grateful that I'm just grateful the ancestors and God were with me because I ain't know what I was doing at the time. I got married as a teenager. I was just out here, I was going by the Bible and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing deep within. I was just, it's like I was sleepwalking till I hit about after 30. Yeah. People have the truth. And when you critique one member of society, you are the enemy. People hate what they say, people hated sister. Oh, yo, that's my lady. I don't know why. Because she's telling the truth. You know what? I never, you know what? When I heard her a long time, when I seen her on Hidden Colors, when I see Sister Shahrazad Ali on Hidden Colors back long time ago, when I first seen what's the other people name? Dr. Phil Valentine and what's the other one name? The one that Umar put Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson on Hidden Colors. What's his name? The one that got the museum, y'all. Anyway, when I seen Sister Shahrazad Ali, I loved her back then because a lot of the stuff she said is true. It's true. I guess I won't never that bad then. Because I always listen to stuff like that. Maybe I was always like feminine. Maybe I was always more feminine than I thought because I always listen to women like that. Like my pastor talked like that. My pastor, Prince, she talked that way. And I listened to a lot of the things she said. She really did remind you of Shahrazad Ali with her energy and the way she carried herself and the way she talked to us about marriage and telling you like, when you get home and the husband get home to have yourself, looking right for him and being not argumentative at the house because a lot of times when you arguing and he ain't got no peace at home. Pastor Prince talked about all this stuff and how when he go out and stuff, he ain't got no peace at home. He ain't gonna want to come back and he'll want to be out there, cheating and all this and that. Well, she was like, a man ain't gonna do that anyway. But if he got peace at home, he ain't gonna stay away too long. So yeah, I mean, I always loved Sister Shahrazad Ali. I always did. Matter of fact, I was studying the Muslim religion. Like I studied the Hindu, the Muslim religion, and also what is it? The Latter Days, the Mormons, and a little bit of the Jehovah. It all got pieces of the truth because it's a bigger puzzle, but it all has pieces and fragments of the truth. Yeah, Kevin Samuels wanted to make a society that white people would have to ask us for certain things, but certain things had to happen first. But the black community does not want that. We don't want. You know what? Let me tell you, they rejoicing over that man being gone. A lot of them toxic people, the ones that ain't that don't won't change and you can't tell them nothing, and they just want to be cuddled and oh you're the Mother's Day, and and they destroying these families. They done broke marriages up. They done jealous of their daughters and what else? Just on the low whores and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. I don't even see a woman that's being a whore. I don't believe in that concept, honestly. But when you look at religions like Christianity, they do. So I'm speaking from that. Sometimes I kind of go back and forth. But they on the low, they go to church and they all holy, but they get out here and they do whatever the hell they want to do. But they judging other people, just talk, just being messy and toxic. A lot of them people like that, and if it's men like that, I don't think it's right for a man just to let his wife do just just be messy and toxic. Like he should tell her, like, look, you need to go somewhere and sit your butt down and chill out. Like, don't just I see women that's in they older women and they just be starting a whole lot. They wonder why, oh, you're not gonna come and visit me. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not coming to visit you. I'm passing by your house because I'm going to the casino and I'm going somewhere where some good spirits at. I don't care if you is my kin. If look, I ain't got time for that mess. I don't look at a man. I don't look at it if it's a man or a woman. I ain't got time for that messy, unbalanced, toxic mess. That fake ass mess getting ready to be washed away. You ain't got to worry about it. They sitting here rejoicing. Maybe it was his time. Maybe it wasn't. He might have did what he had to do. Because if you look at his birth chart, he was a Pisces. They come here to teach us something. They come here to make a big impact. I'm feeling something in the spirit when I say that. They come here to make a big impact. What with whatever impact he made, it might have been to make us think like that. My shit really do stink. Like I ain't really all that I thought I'm really in a look. We've been in an illusion. We have actually been thinking that somebody was gonna come along on a white horse and ride us off like the Cinderella story and all that mess. That I mean, I don't care about none of that mess about how many people has she been with. And, yeah, that's that. I mean, I'm not to be offensive because I love men. I really love men, but that's that brainwashing that they put on y'all. That's something that y'all gonna have to balance it out because that's how they kill y'all. They kill y'all by making y'all hate us, and that's how they kill us by making us hate y'all, and then they can get in there and destroy us. Like, okay, I got her over here. I got Kashaw over here in this corner, and I got Thomas over here in this corner. I got Tiffany over here in this corner. I got Judy over here. So if we divided, then they could come. It's easy to get to a mug when they got that division in between them. And I'm thinking like, oh, you ain't my friend. You ain't, and I hate you. And you, man, if we would love, I'm talking about. That's why I always talk about healing, unconditional love, and compassion. I'm telling you, you ain't got to be like seeing nobody every day, but you can send me love, and I can send you love from a distance. I can send you healing and good thoughts and good intention. I ain't got to be right there in your face all the time. If they listen, a lot of them people, they gonna be washed away. All this judging and stuff like that. In the ancient time they had holy whores. That's the holy temple anyway. That I can't really say it too loud because I got these children, and I gotta get in and do my little breakfasts and stuff and after a while and do my little family stuff. I'm off today. But look, but I'm gonna say the Bajay, the Yanni. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the holy temple anyway. That is I don't need that's how you get your if you messing with the right person and they spiritually balanced, they that's why they taught y'all men were nasty to do certain things because if you got the right one and you doing certain things, boy, you that's that holy the Holy Spirit right there. I'm telling you. That's that holy juice. I'm just gonna y'all grown. I'm just being real. I can't just come out and say it like because I got, you know, kids listening, but I'm just saying that's the holy temple. If it's the balance, and a woman can, and a man can ascend to being the divine masculine, the divine feminine. You can be a toxic today, you can be a karma, and you can heal yourself and rise up into your Godhead and become that person that you've been sent here to be. I mean, you can really transcend, man. I'm telling you, I done seen it happen. I done seen it happen to myself. I mean, you can't listen. That toxic mess ain't gonna work. The universe, the great mother is tired. The women, we created those. We created the men, and a lot of times we created them. They hurt us. We hurt them. A lot of our sons and stuff like that. We made them who they are today. We made them who they are because we weren't right when like I said on my last live stream. A lot of us was all screwed up and crazy when we were pregnant with these children, and then we think we're gonna have some. And Einstein was crazy too. All them people. Matter of fact, something wrong with it. See, it's everybody has imbalances, and it's something wrong with everybody. But it's all in how you know how to balance out and maneuver and use it to your advantage. See, just like I was telling this person that told me, like, can you help me out? I got to take medication at a certain time and I'm crazy and they say I'm schizophrenic. I said, let me tell you something. It's been plenty of times I thought everybody was my enemy and somebody was trying to kill me and get me, honey. I don't been paranoid. I guess I don't been schizophrenic. I don't been ADHD by all that. But you know what I did? I said, I am not about to be out here on all these damn medications. They won't even give me no crazy check any damn way. They think I'm too smart, but they won't give me one. Them motherfuckers know how to flip it. They won't let me sit back on my butt and collect a crazy check. Look, want to ask me? I don't care what nobody think or say that. You be talking to dead? Yeah, I talked to them. What they say? They told me that somebody trying to hurt me and I need to protect myself. So look, the lady was pregnant. She's like, this was a while back. She said, I'm going on vacation and I'm gonna have my baby. And when I come back, you're gonna have to see somebody else. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That was funny to me. She was like, they ain't buying my stuff. I just be trying to check them out too to see if they own their stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be doing my research. And they like, she know how to answer these questions. Talking about what did they say to you? I said, they tell me people trying to harm me and they tell me who to protect myself from and what I need. She said she was going on vacation and she ain't gonna anyway. Let me get back on subject, y'all. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to. Y'all, I'm a comedian too. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. And maybe it was his time, maybe it wasn't his time. But honey, if he was getting him a piece, ain't that the best way to go away from here? Let me stop. Shoot. Everybody talking about something. Oh, he was fornicating. And I thought you supposed to. He ain't from my understanding, he ain't had no wife, Diddy Thomas. I thought the man was single. I thought the man was single, so he doing what he's supposed to. He's supposed to be popping. He's supposed to be popping smoke. And he got money, and he ain't no ugly man. He wasn't that old. 50 ain't that 50 something ain't that old. He's supposed to be. And if she was chubby, fat, low value, what if he won't trying to marry her? Y'all, these people is crazy. I don't look. See, you would think that I would be the one critical. I know Tiffany think I would be the one. Maybe one. I hope you wouldn't think I'd be the one rejoicing about it, cause I ain't that petty. I'm really sad because I mean, that last live stream he did that I listened to when he was talking. Now I don't agree with all that stuff because he do come at them pretty hard. They can't handle that. They already insecure and they know they some of them know that they ain't been raised right. Not saying that they worthless and they ain't of no value, but a lot of them know they can't get out here and compete with some of these women that's been bred. What they, you know how to. I had this man to tell me in the amendment. He said, "Yeah, you come from a what is it? A good breed." They know they ain't been bred by the right upbringing and stuff like that. But you know what? Just because you was not raised right, don't mean you can't get yourself right now. It don't mean nothing. You can go out there today and decide that you're gonna learn some stuff. See, people don't want to do the work. That's what it is. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. And he did. I guess he did. He gave the men a voice. Cause I know a lot of them men. I know a lot of men. They love some Kevin Samuels. They love the manosphere in general. O'Shea, I know O'Shea Dukes. Shout out to him. I know he hurt. I know this hurt him because that was his guy. Mm. And I mean, it hurt my feelings too. Cause who want to see somebody? Who want to see that? I don't even want to know that he was. I don't even want to know all these details of why we got to know the details of how he died. I don't know. The main thing is he gone. I don't care if he was sleeping with 3 or 4 women. I don't care. That's his business. If he was sleeping with a group of women, if he was snorting damn opioids or what, that I don't give a daggone about none of that. The man is gone. You gotta have respect. People, he's a spiritual being having a human experience. So what? So what if he was having sex with a? It don't even matter if he was having sex with a man, woman, 3 or 4 or 5. I don't care. That don't matter. Well, people just want something. Okay, and I want something to talk. I want something to put on social so I can get the algorithm going. And who did? Is it Kevin Samuels? We thought he was all this and that, and all he talk about is a high value woman and man. And man, bye, y'all. They tripping. You know what I'm saying? They really tripping, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. Yeah. Uh, That's what he would meant. That's what he would if he that's what he came here to do. Look, somebody will all them people that he had following him, somebody will listening to it. Somebody will getting somebody up. I mean, y'all nobody didn't really put him up on a big platform. Like I said earlier in this stream, nobody didn't really put him up on a big platform until he started talking about them women. That's when he really went viral when he told that girl what you a 5, you're average at best or a 5 at best or whatever. That's when everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, he was an image consultant. And I kind of like the way he burnt them candles and stuff like that. And he had them suits and stuff on. I'm coming. He had them suits and stuff on. Hey, I'm trying. You want to do a big breakfast? You want to do a big breakfast? I'll cook now. In a minute. I'm about to get off in a minute. I'm about to get off. Hey, Ari. I'm about to get off. Yeah, so I kind of like that little candle stuff he had. Then he had that thing going on. I need to get me one of them. That little thing he had. He had a night. Come on, y'all. Y'all know it was kind of amazing to see somebody just get that many people listening to that stuff. Cause I mean, I ain't saying I know everything, but I already know it's a certain way you're supposed to carry yourself. You know, I would have never called into the show. I want no follower. I was in his group on. I got kicked out of his group because he had some old nasty people on Facebook. He had some old nasty people on his Facebook fan page, and they want to talk about women's skin color. And I told him, I mean, I don't got no problems with a man telling me what's wrong with me or what, you know, how I need to better myself or whatever. You know, I don't have no problem with it because I'm the type of woman. I try to have my stuff 360. I try to have everything in order 360 or whatever. You know, I was married for a very long time, and I might didn't even really have a lot to work with, but I made it. I made by me being the kind of woman I was. It when you a certain type of woman, but you don't want to. How can I say this without sounding like I'm enabling somebody to be in a toxic? What I'm saying is the kind of woman I was and the kind of strength I had. Even if it was a man that really won't no good by me handling my business like I did, that man gonna raise up in society because it's all about that woman a lot of times that you have in the background. But see, when he met me, he went, you know, his value went up, you know, instead of down. I'm being real. I'm just saying his value went up a lot from the status of being married to me. Uh my value, maybe it increased too. Maybe because it looked, you know, everything looked good or whatever. Like, you know, it really looked good in the public's eye. So I ain't even gonna take away from that. But I'm looking for one of I'm looking for one too. She said she was average. Show did. She did say she was average at first. Lord, I just looked at it like last night and I realized that she did say it. She said she was average. She really did. She really did. Yeah, the fan page had nothing to do with him. Yeah, the fan page ain't had too much to do with him. They kicked me out because I didn't like how they was up there talking. See, I have a problem when they start talking about uh he said a white one of them guys up there said that white women were better than black women. Now, how a man gonna feel if I sit in here and start praising other races of men? See, you don't people like that when they dish it out, they can't take it. But I wouldn't have did that. But if a black woman would have got in there and started talking about how much they like other races and they better than treat them better, then he would that same person that was sitting there putting certain races of women down would have had a problem with another woman up praising another race of man. Ain't that something? But they people dish stuff out and they can't take it. Yep. Yeah, I don't think the fan page had too much to do because I don't see him uplifting it. I don't see I know those guys be talking about they going out of the country and get them a feminine woman now. You know, I be with you know, I got a lot of guys in my family are in the manosphere. And I know they be talking about oh, I'm about to go out of town and out of the country and get me because the women over here in America ain't, you know, they ain't feminine. I guess because you know, they seen their mothers and stuff like that, how their mothers was raised, and then the single parent stuff, and the men done, you know, that they just they a lot of these men don't like their mothers, and they don't want to tell their mama they don't like them, but they mamas done turn them off. I mean, with in general, they're looking at their mamas and how their mamas act with the men and act with them. They just turned off. They, I guess, a lot of time that's why they go to other countries and go to other races. But I don't think Kevin Samuels was telling them to go to other races. He was telling them to get their stuff together and deal with each other and fix themselves. But see, it started deeper than just the looks. It's spiritual and the money. Because I can have the right body dress size and I got the right features and know how to tell you, "Hi, baby, I'm cooked when you get home and everything's gonna be fine." And I'm just here waiting for you to come and make love to me. And deep inside, I got a war going on. That ain't gonna cut. It gotta go deeper than that. You know that woman can have it out of shell like that woman on that it's a reel or something on Facebook where that she was a nice looking woman. She was very nice looking. She was in that house talking all sexy. You know, that man came in with that big bag and stuff. She was like, "Oh, honey, what do you have for me today?" You know, that's that same woman that had that baby with another man, and he had a damn maternity test in that bag. Remember that? That man had a paternity test where he don't realize that that child he been raising for 3 and 4 years won't his child, and he would put her butt out. But you should see how feminine she. Oh, honey. Oh, what do you have for me today? Oh my God! Like he just be showering her with gifts, and you know he seemed like the type of man that take her to the Tiffany's to get a jewelry, and you know she probably had nothing to worry about with that man. He look like the type of man that just go out and work, make sure she can sit home with that one baby. He probably ain't got but one child and he was happy about having that one baby. Then he decided to get a paternity test and find out that because you can tell she been being spoiled because it looked like she been at the house all day long while he out getting that money. She's like, she acts so feminine. I said, she's such an attractive lady. I said to myself when I first seen that thing, I said, I know that baby he is. Because she just I mean, she had that game down. She said, "Oh my God, what do you have in the bag for me? Oh, oh, honey, I just know it's something wonderful because you always bring me wonderful gifts." Look, when he finally got to the bottom of that bag, he pulled out that fraternity test. He told her she got to kick rocks. Y'all seen that, right? But so they can act what I just put that out there to say that, they can act all feminine and have the body size and the, oh baby, I just saw it, but and they ain't right in their spirit. You still got something on your hands. You got something on your hands. Cause I mean, I had a man tell me at least pretend, but you don't want nobody people can't pretend but for so long. Cause if they pretend to love you, you know what I'm saying. You want her yeah, I saw it. Wasn't she cute? Wasn't she cute? And look, not only was she cute, she was so feminine. I said, she was like, "Oh my honey, oh I know you brought me something wonderful in the box." I mean, you can tell he was just spoiling that woman and that baby. You can tell he was that kind of man where he just, well, baby, I'll be back, and when I come back, I'm gonna have about, have a whole a bag for you. We going shopping, and I'm gonna take you and the baby out to eat. He just, he just seemed like that type. You know what I'm saying? She was spoiled. You could tell. And then he came back. He had a paternity test in that bad. That man said he been taking care of her and that baby for 3 years. Yeah. So the women can act feminine and have the right look, but you don't want somebody that, cause that's why a lot of these guys getting killed too. A lot of these young guys and stuff, these rappers and stuff, they getting set up because the woman got the looks and she's sexy and the body but she's being sent. It's sad that they sending the men. What is going on with the men? What the hell? They sending women to set men up to get killed like that. We supposed to be brothers and brethren. What in the world going on? It's a lot of men that got out of here by a man sending a beautiful woman to set them up, y'all. What's up with it? That's crazy. Like that's crazy. Yeah. They send the women because they know the man gonna go for that because a man, got a weakness for a woman. And then they eventually get the man comfortable, and then they get the woman to get rid of him or whatever. Y'all see that's my great mother, the mother, and it might be Oya and Shango, or that might be I look at it as like the great mother and son, the great mother and son. But yeah, it's crazy out here. What else was I talking about, y'all? Pluto's return. Y'all know this is the Pluto's return when America was established. America was established off a lot of false lies and the blood of the indigenous, the African people, and a lot of stuff. Even the indentured servants and stuff like that. It won't just, honey. They lied about it. Seminole. They don't lie. A lot of that stuff gonna be torn down. It has to be balanced out. It has to be destroyed before it can be rebuilt. And I ain't even sitting here talking about nobody past that had something to do with it because I don't know. I'm not the great mother or the none of that. I'm just saying, he was here for a reason. May he rest in peace, rest in power. I'm sad because I mean, matter of fact, he ain't gonna never die because he gonna be on YouTube forever. He gonna be in the algorithm forever. So all these people celebrating, the patriarchy ain't going nowhere, and neither has his videos. Okay. So I don't know what in the world they celebrating for. Like, oh, ding dong, the witch is dead. No, he's still alive because he gonna live. He in the algorithm. Do y'all realize artificial intelligence, the internet, the man, when he when you up here like that, he's never going. He gonna be taught about forever, boo boo. Matter of fact, when the next generation come, they're gonna be able to look at him. They're gonna be able to look at him and say, okay, this is what was going on in 2022, around the time of that generation or whatever. And them women, them men were really messed up, y'all. Look how we have ascended from that. And I'm speaking that into existence because God knows I don't want my future generations to be in no relationships mess like what we got going on between the indigenous black man and woman. Now, this is some bullshit right here. This is this is this is critical. Like this is like critical condition. And the universe and the great mother and the father, the son, they done got tired of our mess. I'm just telling you. It's over. Like it's over. You can sit here and rejoice and don't get yourself right and don't heal yourself, don't fix yourself and want to sit here and judge other people and play around. Honey, all that fake stuff getting ready to be washed away. And like you said, maybe he was here, did what he had to do. He ain't going nowhere. I don't care if I'm sitting there here. Oh God, I don't like what he said. And oh, he was harsh. Yeah, he might have been harsh on, but he in the algorithm. He ain't going nowhere. He gonna live forever. Matter of fact, They gonna talk about him so much he might even be reincarnated. Y'all don't even know that man might come back. You don't know when people might get rid. I'm just saying you don't know how you know the spiritual world. I ain't gonna say it. Mm. It might be another one rising up right now that's gonna be just as more powerful. You don't know, but I mean he might be more balanced to the point where he know how to bring in the feminine, and y'all might appreciate somebody being nice instead of letting him go viral because he said you're average at best. Maybe if you wouldn't have did that, he would have still been talking about the men a little more. But once he's saying, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to hear that about some women. Hey, he got up there with Nicki Minaj. He was just up there. He was getting ready. She was blowing up. He done blew her really. That man was doing his thing. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he might have been talking shit to women or whatever he was doing, and I heard him. He was kind of harsh or whatever. Got I I know I count about $1 million in a lot. That's amazing. Lord, you can shoot if I get boy if I get, I ain't even gonna front. Who in the hell do you know that kill a lot? Y'all don't think nobody got rid of that man, do you? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think that? Because he was really doing this thing with that whatever algorithm. Y'all don't think that? I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think somebody did, or that was just maybe his time to go, and he died having a good time? Maybe he died having a good time. I don't. I definitely wouldn't want him to be suffering. I mean, you want it to be quick. Where nobody ain't suffering and stuff. Look, at least he didn't look, y'all. Here is the problem that don't have as much tact as going to begin to speak, and the message would be much harsher. They had a good conversation. Hmm. Here's the problem. Men that don't have as much. Yeah. Right. Oh, they nasty. You right. Oh my God. I done heard them. I done heard the younger boys talking about that stuff. Oh, they mean. You ain't lying. Well, honey, all they gotta do is listen to the rap music. Cause the rappers been calling them bitches and hoes and all that. You know what I'm saying? That, to show more love and compassion to each other. It really is. It's time out for it. It's time out for the bitterness and the harshness and stuff like that. I can't tell nobody, oh, you need to go ahead and I can't tell nobody, well, you need to go ahead and heal today, and you need everybody heal at their own appointed time, but it's time to try to. Like, I might some years ago, I might not be doing that. We all can get better with time. Even women and the men and stuff like that. The women with their ways, and once they start going within and working on themselves, I feel like they will heal and come out of that survive. That you normally wouldn't do if you was in or even balance, because you do need your ego for some stuff. You need it for protection and the get the drive to go and accomplish things, but you wars and stuff come from and all that. That's that. What is it? The left side of the brain, that masculine energy. That's using masculine energy ain't good for none of us, y'all. Not just men, the women, all of us. We gotta be balanced with that feminine, with that deep subconsciousness, with that intuition, with that thought, with that water energy. You know what I'm saying? We needed both to function. Yeah, and and a lot of people, because your body with the shifts that's going on, if you got a lot of low vibrational and stuff like that, you might not make it through these shifts. Whew. Yeah, and y'all be careful, because I don't know what people do in their spare time. I don't judge you. I don't care if you use whatever you use, but just be careful what you use in these shifts and stuff, because like I said, Neptune was in Pisces, and I just looked at the sky map last night. I know I seen the moon and Gemini and stuff like that. I seen a lot of the planets since. Oh shoot! Matter of fact, while we are here, let me go. Let me see if I can get to it now. I seen y'all. I hope y'all heard what I said about Vincento Guerrero and how Mexico and Cinco de Mayo. He was a black African, the second president of Mexico, and how they connected with us. And the Cinco de Mayo in New Orleans and Haiti and all that. They bought that land because America, the Mexicans helped them win against the French, and that's how they got Louisiana, and that's connected to Haiti. With Napoleon Bonaparte, when the Haitians beat him, and then also with his grandson Napoleon III and stuff like that, and how they purchased Louisiana is so connected to Haiti. Look it up. It's Vincento Guerrero. But Trying to go to my schedule. Y'all tell y'all. I don't just sit here and look and say, well, I don't just go by what who had a good conversation. Yeah, they had a good conversation, him and that lady. I'm going to the Sky Mail because I be into it all. Y'all know that they looking for more black people for these tech jobs too. If y'all want to know, I mean, I ain't saying it's like the only planet or whatever. It's a lot of them important, but I'm saying I just seen a lot of stuff in that I done seen a lot of planets in Pisces just last night, like this morning. I'm trying to figure out where Uranus is. I think Uranus done went stationary. It done left Taurus, ain't it? I'm looking. Polaris and Draco. Yeah, I be studying. I don't just go by what they tell me. I go look at study the sky for myself. Okay, I'm at Pisces. Somebody calling me? Who it is? Oh, hey, what happened? Hey, I'm still up here. You still see me up here? Oh, I'm up here. Yeah, I'm about to get off though. I'm about to get off. I'm trying to tell you about Pisces. Trying to look at that planet. But I think I talked about everything, y'all. I did talk about Cinco de Mayo, brother Kevin sent. Ooh. Oh, Neptune. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all ought to thank me for this. Y'all know Neptune is in Pisces. It's been in Pisces. Venus is in. Oh my gosh. So, ooh, be careful. Be careful, y'all, because when Neptune is in Pisces, that's where Neptune belong. And um, with the Venus, Mars is in Pisces too. Neptune and Venus. When actually Neptune is in that's the desires. Venus is the desires and the love and the deep, desires of trying to obtain things and even the sexual desire. Neptune is that illusion. That's with the pharmacy stuff, with the drugs and all that. Got to be careful when Neptune is in Pisces. And it's funny that he's a Pisces and he passed away during this time. When Neptune in Pisces, you can't be doing all kind of stuff that you usually do. I'm just telling you. And Mars, I be looking at this. And the moon is in, the sun is in. I look at directly at it. I don't go by what everybody say. It look like the sun is in Aries. Wait, let me make sure. Because I know when it was rising, it was right on Aries early this morning in the wee hours. And the Mercury is always by the sun. Yeah, Mercury is always, not far from the sun. Not too far, It'd be on the same polar axis. Let's see. Pluto. Pluto is right there by Capricorn. Whew. No, Mars is in Aquarius, but that Jupiter, all of this is right by Pisces, because right after the Aquarius is what? The Pisces season, right? No? Yeah. After Aquarius comes the Pisces. Hmm. Yeah, I be noticing this stuff. That's why they tell you not to know it, because they know that's the power. Trying to find Uranus. If somebody do, let me know, because I've been looking for that. Oh, Lord. I found it. Y'all know Uranus is in the sun. Uranus is him and Nikki. Oh yeah, him and Nikki did. Yeah, that was a good. I enjoyed that. I was like, he's smart too. Them fools out there talking about he's supposed to be there berating Nicki Minaj. That's a businesswoman. That's a business connection. I wouldn't have been out there talking. He was like, "Yeah, you look good," because your. He said your eyes is chinky. I listened to the whole conversation, and yeah, I enjoyed it. And he was smart how he carried himself like a businessman. Because she was gonna put him on some other stuff, and I would have been up there Flat on her ass too. Damn right. I'd have been like, oh, Nikki, you so not that on my ass kiss or nothing like that, but I would have been like, she is cute. She cute. You know, ain't no homo stuff. And then that's a business connect for him. He trying to come up. But okay, Uranus is in the sun. Yes. Mercury, y'all, is in Taurus. So I done gave y'all a little bit of everything. You know, I just said what Pluto is in Pluto is in Capricorn. Uranus is in the sun. The sun is in Uranus. I meant to say it right. The sun and Uranus together, Mercury and Taurus. Well, y'all, I think I talked about everything. I talked about Rihanna and brother Kevin Samuels. May he rest in peace, rest in power. Um, Talked about the Cinco de Mayo and how that second president we had a big part in a friend, you know, making Mexico free from slavery and fair land and all that for them. So I'm about to get up. Y'all have a happy Saturday. I love y'all. Unconditional love and healing to you. Like, subscribe, and share. Support Maya's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. I have my contact information down in the at the bottom of the page, and also where I can receive donations. We are welcoming volunteers. We're getting ready to do a book launch with my other business. We're getting ready to do a food drive soon. I need some volunteers if y'all want to help. And y'all have a wonderful Saturday. And remember, unconditional love and healing is the key. All right, guys, I'm checking out Moon Goddess 777. And she laughing. I ain't even finished yet, girl. I can't do nothing with you. I'm trying to end it. Hold, let me end the stream. You so silly. I'm trying to end it. Hey, you don't know how to end it. Yeah, this computer work is slow. We gotta go to the store. I know. Some people cars. Okay, hold on. I'm about to go with you so I can get some money. We got to get for real. You funny. Look, I can't even get out there live stream, y'all. On my little page. I'm gone. See y'all.